Yeah, I'll have a large extra butter popcorn, and she'll have snow caps. Really? Snow caps? They taste like cardboard. Okay.
Come along, it's time for you to listen to this review from DC to MCU. It's time for Rundown Reviews. Rundown Reviews. Rundown Reviews.
So anyway, so like I'm there I am, right? And this holly jolly son of a bitch is just in there, and I'm like, where the fuck is my Xbox? And he just like is not giving me the Xbox.
Okay.
And I'm just like, dude, where's the Xbox? I asked for an Xbox. I was a good kid all year, and he's just like, I'm not even the real Santa.
Is this the same guy that Tim got his Xbox from? Or PlayStation 5
Yeah.
from?
Yes, actually, yes.
Okay.
My shout out to Elite Showdown. Go check the archives. The last 10 episodes are being dropped. At the time of recording, what are we? 6 or no? We
time
will.
recording. We are 3. We have 3.
Right,
that
but
are
at the time
live
of this
to
drops,
people. At the time this drops, should have another 4 or 5.
yeah. So yeah, I mean, so jump in there.
Just darn near all of it.
Binge it all. I believe the last one I listened to, I think I went pretty hard on Joey specifically, but I don't remember what or why. But
you got a hard on for Joey, huh?
I mean, I crucified him for a little bit, but I don't remember why I crucified him, and also I don't think it was actually relevant or true. I think I was just making stuff up.
So I think that one would have been, I don't know which, episode 3, which I don't remember which. Ron, you probably just listened to it. Which one was that one?
Episode 2 is the only
3?
Yeah, Patreon.
So the us
Patreon's
poor
episode
people that
4.
don't pay for Patreon. No, there's only been 2 weeks worth of it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it would have been the 3rd week for people with Patreon and the 2nd week for people without.
No. Episode Elite Showdown, season 5, episode 4, AI Showdown.
Oh yeah, AI.
I can't look. I can't look right now, but
That's fair.
Refresh, make sure, because yeah, it did drop. I listened.
Just came
I
out,
double listened to it.
Came out
so.
Friday. This past Friday on the Patreon. But you know what didn't come out on the Patreon? Anyway, we'll talk about that later.
Yep.
So hi guys, how you doing?
Hey, happy holidays, brothers,
Yeah.
sisters, gender resistors, and everything in between. Happy holidays and welcome to the Comic Book Rundown Presents Rundown Reviews, which is based off an arbitrary list of always bullshit comic book nonsense, and apparently Star Wars.
just the year of 2024.
And
hey, do you know there's a Lord of the Rings comic?
There is. I mean, and you know what's the best part is we could watch them. Do you know how much Joey would say, well, you're seeing the novelization of the movie because
That
it's like,
yeah, that'd be him because I've only
read the book,
half of the first one. Emily's actually reading them right now again. That's her. She needed something comfortable, needed like a palate cleanser, so she's reading those right now.
Yep, I feel that.
Here's the other thing. You say Lord of the Rings is a comic, which yay, but there's so much out there for comics. All of the horror movies, like Nightmare on Elm Street, Friday the 13th, they all have comics.
Sweet.
We could technically do those.
So it sounds like we're gonna have Lord of the Rings month, and then a horror year.
No, actually, next year. I mean, because this is actually the last episode of the year, so hey.
Holy shit, the last episode of our year of rundown reviews.
Hopefully everybody had a
the
good
show
Christmas.
is canceled forever.
No. And hopefully everybody will have a good New Year's. Next year, I was thinking about doing Star Trek.
Joey wishes you that. I hope you have a horrible year. I hope you get one wet sock and you get a bunch of glitter in your eye. Yeah, how about that?
Wow, that's rude.
Chuck, if that happens, I will drive to New York and punch you in the dick.
Ooh, thank you.
Andy Hoozle. Yeah. So I think we did Star Wars this year. I figured, heck, there's like 13 Star Trek movies. We can do those.
There's 13 of them?
Yeah.
Shit, I think I've got like 6.
Because if you include the new ones.
Speaking of, we didn't know that there was Did you know they made a new Hellboy?
Yeah, I covered it on Walk Through the Multiverse.
Like not the one with
David
Hopper
Harbour.
from
Urban? No.
No, it's oh, what was it?
another new one.
Yeah, it came out in October. So
Looks
here's the thing.
Awful. It looks
It-
like the porn parody of Hellboy. Is how like the quality.
It was decent. I actually enjoyed it. It's not great. Like it's no Ron Perlman, Guillermo del Toro. You're never gonna get
It's an
that again.
understatement.
You're never gonna get that again. But it because I watched the movie and then I read the comic, and it for the one that was based on the Crooked Man comic, and it actually was fairly accurate to the comic. They added in a few things, but for a majority of it, it actually was pretty decent adaptation. I enjoyed some of the CGI wasn't great, and some of the acting by some of the others were not wonderful. The guy who did Hellboy, I thought did a good job. I thought he
Who
did a
played
really good
Hellboy
job.
this time?
I can't remember his name.
Some random nobody.
Kinda.
Probably Johnny Sins if I had to guess. From the looks of it.
Not Johnny Sims. Calm down. It was
It's Johnny Sins.
Johnny Sins. Oh,
no, it's not Johnny Sims. Jack Kessie. You wouldn't recognize him. He's literally from like nothing. Oh, my bad. Actually, he was Black Tom Cassidy in Deadpool 2.
but he's not even black.
Yeah.
Oh, I did finally watch that too.
Deadpool Wolverine.
Yeah,
I enjoyed it. It
it
was
was
fun.
fun. I don't think it quite lived up to the hype I was expecting, but it was,
I enjoyed it the first time a lot more than I enjoyed it the second time.
yeah, it definitely has that. It doesn't have as much rewatchability as I had assumed it was.
No,
gonna.
the first two, those have rewatchability like out the ass. Like
Yeah.
I've watched the first two probably 6 or 7 times. But
It it was a nice reminder of why I don't like Deadpool, which is like sometimes he's so meta breaking fourth wall shtick and like comedy that it's a detriment to the story. And the first two, they do a really good job of balancing that, but this literally felt like, how much shtick can we put in this that it like hurts?
you can put a lot of shtick in Deadpool.
Yeah, I
can-
know,
Not
but
only that though, but like they
He can take a lot.
sidelined his whole cast just so they could have Hugh Jackman. And that
Yeah.
I think that hurt it. Like because
Yeah.
there's literally no story in that third movie. In my opinion anyway.
yeah, but they gave us Cassandra Nova, so I can't really complain too much.
Yeah, like I mean, the cameos and all the characters they brought in were really awesome, but
I just like I appreciate Cassandra Nova getting any sort of representation in a movie at all, because otherwise, if it wasn't for Deadpool, we would never seen Cassandra.
oh
Nova.
hell no, yeah,
Yeah.
she's
So I
a
thought that was cool.
literal like drop in the bucket in all the X-Men lore and like trying to weave that into any X-Men
Yeah.
mythology and have it be relevant is like how. So
Yeah.
yeah, I'll give you that one.
Yeah, it was cool. And you could tell that Channing Tatum, that's his name, right?
Channing Tatum,
Thank you. Channing Tatum genuinely was like excited to be Gambit.
he was.
Well,
He
yeah,
really
of course.
was.
Every person with Down syndrome has like that thing that they do.
All right.
Uh,
Okay. One of the best
That's
things.
that's an old
R.I.P.
joke that
R.I.P. Rest his soul. Mac Miller. One of my favorite things that somebody described him as was he looks like a pug with Down syndrome, and I could never unsee it after somebody said that. to
Okay.
me.
But like realistically, Channing Tatum looks like, he's got a like
Yeah, he looks a little tismy.
yeah, he
Yeah.
looks like he's got a chromosome issue. Like that's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
A friend of mine was obsessed with him like back in the day, and I didn't know who he was at first, and then I watched
Probably want to jump
might have been
Magic
GI
Mike?
Joe,
Oh, yeah.
and I was like,
we'll get to later on.
I was like,
Not this year, but
I was like, does that guy have Down syndrome? She's like, what are you talking about? I'm like, I don't know. He just kind of looks like he might. I was wrong, I guess, but
Well, who knows?
who knows?
It doesn't make it any. It does. It's a proof that you can have Down syndrome and still perform really well. Speaking of
Yeah, oh,
things
absolutely.
that Down syndrome people love, let's talk about Lego Star Wars.
Lego Star Wars, the Lego Star Wars Holiday Special.
Yeah,
from
hey
2020.
George Lucas from 1980 fucking whatever. This is
77.
how you do a holiday special.
78, and
There,
yeah.
Yeah.
I actually, when I first heard that they were going to do the holiday special, my thought was they were going to remake the 78 in a Lego version.
I thought that's what it was going to be too, and I was super not looking forward to watching that. But we got a happy sort of.
Yeah, this one. So this is the events of this take place after Rise of Skywalker because
is that when it happened? Like, I understand.
those two, yeah.
Okay.
The beginning of this movie happens as after Rise of Skywalker. And then throughout it, we get every possibly important person, unimportant person, semi-important person from the entire Star Wars universe up to 2020.
I mean, we get a moment in almost every single Star Wars movie outside
And-
of Solo and Rogue One.
There's still bits of Solo in there.
No, there's character. The character of Solo is there.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But there's still a bit of it in there.
No, what I'm saying, the movies Solo and the movie Rogue One, we don't get anything from there because we get pod racing from Force Awakens, or nope, Phantom Menace.
There you go.
Anakin and Obi-Wan
on the elevator.
and from
And then the lava pit.
lava from Revenge.
Luke before he's
we get
meets
a few from
Obi-Wan.
New Hope, yeah.
Yeah.
Empire, we get the planet Hoth.
Yep.
Obviously, Return of the Jedi.
The whole scene between Darth Vader and
Well, also
the Emperor, and
I did have to laugh that every time we see the Death Star 2 from the outside, it's falling apart. There's something that falls off it. We don't really get anything from Rise or from Force Awakens that I could think of off the top of my head.
No, because I think the shirtless scene was in the second one, right?
That was in the second one, but it was also after, technically. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
So real quick, let me see if I can if I can actually figure out what the plot of this movie is.
Sure, go ahead.
Okay, so
There's a plot.
So it's a life day.
Allegedly. Yes.
And at the same time, Rey is trying to train Finn on how to be a Jedi.
Mm-hmm.
Something that we apparently have now. By the way, I assume this is not canon, correct?
Technically not correct, yes.
Okay.
But
well, because if that's the case, there's some retcons that need to be done then.
Well, I mean, in Rise of Skywalker, Finn is alluding to being Force sensitive. We talked about that in the last recording.
Right. No. I was talking about this. I was thinking about the sacred texts that I thought exploded and blew up.
Oh no, she took those before she left. What you call it? Octo. The first time when Luke, when she left Luke the first time, she took them because at the end of The Last Jedi, when she's searching for something like a blanket or something like that, she opens up a drawer and there they are in the drawer on the Millennium
Yeah, but I thought that Yoda burnt them.
Yeah, I thought
they were
Yoda
on the
exploded
Falcon.
them.
She took them from the tree when she left, and then Yoda blew up the tree.
Well, I don't remember that at all.
So Luke didn't know she had the books then?
Correct.
Okay.
He thought they were in the tree. That's why he was going to go destroy the tree and destroy the sacred text. Yeah.
So he dies thinking that the books were destroyed and that it was kind of going to end, and then kind of find out no. And
well, he died. Yes, he dies that thinking all
Don't
that,
worry.
but then he takes that
he creeps on her as a Force ghost. So
yeah. Can you imagine the first time he sees those books? He goes, "What the fuck?" Like he's angry Luke ghost now. Just be like, "What the fuck, Ray? What the fuck? I thought I blew those up. You took them? You just took them from me? You're taking property? Like,
He's fine with it though.
is he? I mean, he's dead
He's
now, so
dead,
there's really not a
doesn't
lot he
matter.
can do about it. But
Yeah.
yeah.
Well,
Well,
no,
apparently there is a lot,
Yeah, I would say he can actually grab them and burn them if he wanted to.
right? He can pull the lightsaber, pick up the lightsaber. He could kill her. I mean,
Yeah, all we've learned is that ghosts just are cooler than being normal.
wait, does that make them?
humans.
They aren't force ghosts. They're force poltergeists because they can interact with the world.
Correct.
Yeah, but I thought poltergeist was supposed to be like the evil, not evil presence, but like
Negative
hold on.
energy.
Yeah. Oh, it's been a long time since I've seen Poltergeist, so I don't remember.
Anyway, so
Have you ever seen
it's
the
like
Poultrygeist?
yes.
No, but I know.
Yes.
So
Anyway,
anyways,
so yeah, so Finn is like, I don't get this, and she's just like, I don't understand how you don't get this.
and then he gets it by taking off his helmet and murdering the thing while he can see it.
Yeah, and then he's like, so now he's slowly slipping to the dark side because he's letting his anger get the best of him. And then she's like, I don't know how I can't train him, blah, 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 blah. I need help. So then she goes, or she does sacred text. She reads the sacred text or something, and somebody shows up. Who showed up to tell her?
Yoda?
Was it Yona?
That was later. She doesn't understand what she's doing. She tries to commune with the Force, and then
Right.
the book falls off the shelf, opens to a page. She's like, "This is exactly what I need."
Right. Okay. So then she's like, "Oh, here I go." So they figure out this that she has to go to. All the meanwhile, everybody's getting ready for Life Day because fucking once again, Chewbacca's family showing up. Honestly, I hate the idea that Chewbacca has a family because it just means he's like a really bad dad because he's like
There's that.
never around.
The fact that Grandpa Itchy is still around is very concerning.
No, not really. Wookiees live for a really long time. So,
Yeah,
like,
he
when
was
he's in
really
his
old.
senile heyday, he's got like another 100 years before he's dead. I mean, what's the little one's name? Annoying?
Yep, annoying. Lumpy.
He's still the same size as he was in the movie, too.
True.
Yeah, I mean, realistically, doesn't like essentially all the movies take over the course of like 60 years or something like that?
I mean, technically, let's see. So it's 4 to 5 was 3 years, and so 4 to the holiday special was probably about 6 months to a year, give or take. Which then means that holiday special to this is round about
30 years?
30-ish years. Yeah, close to.
Yeah, so it's not even that long for a Wookiee. Wookiees
Yeah,
live
that's like a
600
year for them.
Yeah, but he's already all gray and old in the first holiday special.
Yeah, but realistically, he's actually just
Watching
like
porn all day.
he's just like a
Table.
a middle-aged
From his
guy.
kid.
What we don't actually know
He's
is that
like-
Chewbacca
he's
is
like-
actually like in his 20s.
Chewbacca's dad, Itchy,
Yeah, he was a
is
teen
like
dad.
that uncle that you have that's around like 65 to 68, you know?
Mm,
Yeah.
okay.
He seems like he should die anytime now, but he's going to be around for a lot longer than we are because he still had good health care when he was growing up.
I really like the idea of a teen mom episode, but it's like Chewbacca and his like
Wookiees.
girl. Yeah.
With no
they're just-
translation
just
again,
like-
you know?
Yeah, it's just like
So you don't know if he's being a bad dad and yelling at him or if he's just giving him a pep talk or...
Yeah, he's just like growling, and they translate it. And it's like, actually, this is pretty common for us. This is when we have children. This is not actually anything to be concerned about.
I mean, that'd be fun.
I would enjoy this. I would enjoy that very much. So then Rey shows up to this like temple thing,
Mhm.
and she's like, "Oh, I need to find this key to do this thing," and then she finds the Infinity Gauntlet, which doubles as a fleshlight, and she proceeds to create.
Well, she Doctor Strange is the door open.
I was gonna say, Doctor Strange doors it.
I think I actually have that written down. The Lego version of the sling ring. from Doctor Strange.
Yeah.
'Cause that's literally
And
all
then-
it is.
And then she proceeds to jump back in time to find Luke.
Yeah, warp time and space, basically.
Right. And a Scooby-Doo level of shenanigans proceeds to happen where she just keeps fucking up and jumping all over the place and jumping
And
around.
every time
She's
she jumps, she
crazy
gets
nice.
more people that are going through with her.
Yeah, apparently this portal just the more they jump through it, the longer it stays open, I guess, or something. She ends
How
up
did
landing.
nobody? I am super disappointed that none of the Lego characters got splinched in the middle of it.
Well, yeah.
I mean, if there was a
They're
time
Legos.
to have somebody get cut in half, it's in a Lego movie.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then
And
then the
it
thing
should have
opens
been-
back up, and then they grab the legs, and then it closes back up again.
Like,
It'd have
it
been
should-
fucking hilarious.
It should have been Darth Maul, which we did get Darth Maul.
We
already
did get Darth
have,
Maul. That's true.
But
That would've been
like, it should have been
hilarious.
Darth Maul of all characters.
But then she proceeds to jump to what turns out to be my favorite part of the movie. Palpatine and Vader was probably my favorite duo in this. This
I
is
mean,
I want them to
Lego
redo it, but
Palpatine-
do it with Lego Palpatine the entire time now.
Lego
everybody
Palpatine's
else is
attitude
normal,
is wonderful.
He's just Lego Palpatine. It's
I
like
mean-
it's like the Muppet Theory, but you only have him as a Lego and everybody else is human.
So okay, you guys have not. This is the first time watching this for both of you, correct?
Yes.
Yeah, listen. You know me. I don't like holiday specials. I don't really like animated stuff. And Legos are cool, but I've kind of grown out of them and just gotten into normal, shit lordy nerd autistic miniature building. So,
Sure.
which are objectively more fun.
So Disney Plus has multiple Lego Star Wars movies specials on there.
There's a Halloween one I know.
There's a Halloween one. There's a summer one. I've seen, I think, almost all of them. I don't remember anymore.
Sounds about right.
Yeah, exactly. But ultimately, that if you like that Palpatine, this Lego Palpatine,
Yeah.
watch some of the other ones because it's literally the same Palpatine every single time. There's one from a couple years back where, and this one I think I had on DVD or Blu-ray or something. So I can't remember exactly which one it was, but like he brings Darth Maul back, and so then Darth Maul and Darth Vader end up fighting, and Darth Maul being in this version, like I don't know, crazy. Instead of having just a dual lightsaber, he's got the two, and then it expands out again, and then again, so it has like three on each side. Because why not? It's
I
not
do
fun.
vaguely remember seeing that.
Yeah, it's
in like a clip.
the Lego Star Wars movies are fun. Like I you know when you're watching them that you're just having a good time. Like you don't have to take it seriously because it's Lego characters, and it's just roundabout fun, and it's not canon. Like that's the other thing. Like it's just its own separate thing that
It's its own universe.
doesn't mean anything. Yeah,
I think that's what I really liked about this movie is like this is Ron had said it before we started recording. This is made for kids, like
Yes.
specifically little kids. Like my 5-year-old nephew and 4 and 3-year-old nieces were like they've never seen Star Wars before, so they didn't get a lot of this. But this was like the funniest thing they'd ever seen.
yeah.
And I enjoy it because there's just enough humor for adults to like make this like especially if you like Star Wars and you know all the intricacies of like the Easter eggy joke stuff that they hid in this.
hmm
It was like, yeah, it was a good time. I watched this on a treadmill and then I watched it again with my nieces and nephews. Like I watched it once just to get done and I was like, I'm gonna go see them. I'm gonna put this on because they're really like they're going to have a good time with this, and they did. And I enjoyed watching it 2 times in one day.
Yeah, I did the same thing. I watched it this morning just to get my initial watch through, and then I literally watched it again before we started recording. I watched. I was playing on my phone most of the time, but like I watched it because it was a quick watch. It's like 46 minutes, and then 49 with credits.
Yeah.
It's I don't know. It was fun. It was easy, simple. And you're right. The scenes with Palpatine and Vader
Are
are
hilarious.
probably the best.
They're
the
very
minute-
funny.
like Vader comes up to Palpatine and is like, so you're calling it Death Star 2?
Two?
Like, that's just a little, I think it's a little much.
Like Death Star, he's like, oh, Death Star 2, that's like original. And then he's like, I'm thinking Star Killer Base. And Palpatine's like, no, that's a stupid name. We're not calling it that. It's Death Star 2. But then the joke actually gets paid off later.
When Kylo shows up.
And is teleported back, which the whole fucking thing of Grandpa. Yeah, Grandpa. Wait, Grandpa? Like, just the little intricacies of those jokes were so good, but he was just like, you should call it Star Killer Base. And Palpatine's like obsessed with Kylo Ren and how cool he is. And he's just like, yeah, Star Killer Base. That's a great name. And Vader's so jealous of that. I just like, it was so stupid, but I just couldn't help it. I thought it was the funniest thing ever.
It was great. It was a lot of fun.
It was so good. It was so good. I do want to talk about one thing, specifically, Ron. What does it say about me if I find the women of Lego very hot?
You're into flat chicks?
Oh, that makes a lot of sense. Okay. That makes a lot of sense now. Okay. Also, why are they so hot in this movie? Like, this is a kids movie.
Wait, hold on. Who's hot, Chuck? I'm worried.
I mean, kind of all of them. Like, kind of all the females just have like a really, I don't know, something about them body. For a Lego movie, a lot of cleavage was showing. I was kind of surprised about that. I mean, painted on still.
I'm so glad that Chuck is taking the horny position on this one because
listen, I wasn't happy about it. Do you know how hard it is to walk in the treadmill with a half chub? You know what I mean? But like, here I am, just like, fuck. Why are they kind of hot? They're looking kind of hot. I don't know. This is weird.
Wait, Chuck. When's the last time you had sex?
A while. It's been a while.
Okay, never mind. Yeah. You are forgiven for all of your dirty thoughts for Lego.
Yeah, this is starting to make a lot more sense, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right. But still, shockingly attractive. I'm just saying. For a Lego movie, I wasn't expecting it.
I got nothing on that one.
So anyways, what the fuck is a tip-yip?
It's turkey, basically.
It's a bird.
Can you pull up a picture of a tip-yip and show us in the background here?
No. Yes, maybe. Hold on.
Not from the show, but from actual lore, because I'm curious to see what the hell it is.
I'm sure they're like. I'm sure it's in the novelization of this movie. They go into very extreme detail of what a tip-yip actually is.
Oh man, because like they kept talking about it, and like they cooked one of them, right, to feed all these people, and 4 Wookiees, and thought that one of those was going to be enough.
To be fair, the Wookiees, kind of the worst house guests ever. Like, they show up, and they
demolish
just fucking
the food,
trash the place, demolish the food. They didn't bring anything.
Nope.
Like, horrible guests. Very rude. 0 out of 10. Would not invite them back next year.
So allegedly, this is a tip-yip. It's an Endorian chicken.
Okay.
All
right.
Yeah.
Was that in the movies ever?
No. I honestly don't know. I've never actually seen them before.
Interesting.
So
yeah, that's interesting. That's also a very small bird to feed.
Also known as Endorian chickens, were a species that lived on the forest moon of Endor. Yeah, obviously. They were similar to hens and were raised for their eggs by the sentient Ewoks, who also lived on Endor. Tip-yips were raised as livestock for consumption on the planet Batu during the war between the First Order and Resistance. Okay. So what this is telling me is that I need to have tip-yips next time I go to Galaxy's Edge.
Yeah. I'm sure they have them. Bet you they have
they don't actually.
tip-yips.
What they do have is a Ronto wrap, which
what?
A Ronto wrap, which is this like sausage and what else is on there?
Are those the things that Luke can shoot? Like a womp
That's
rat?
a wampa. A
No,
Womp
Womp
Rat.
Rat.
Womp Rat. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, is that what it's supposed to be?
I don't think so. I don't know.
What's
Did
it
Luke
called?
eat Womp Rats?
I don't think he ate Womp Rats. It's
No.
oh, what did I call it? What did I
Sure.
just call it?
A Womp Wat Rap?
Oh, Ronto Rap. There we go.
Ronto
So-
Rap.
And what the hell's a Ronto?
Hold on.
Oh,
I
yeah,
think
we got to
that's
pull this
the-
one up too.
I'm
This is
pulling this one up too.
welcome to
Isn't that the thing
the
that,
Star Wars culinary
Yeah, head
special.
over to youtube.com/something/something and see what it is we're actually talking about on screen. Meanwhile, Ron, any other notes?
Okay,
that's the wrong
so
Oops, sorry.
the
Hold
part
on.
where Kylo Ren is there without his shirt on and
Oh my god, hilarious!
Hugs
The fan
is
service
like
is phenomenal.
just cannot like stop referring to his nakedness.
ass?
So that's a
What
Ronto Rap.
the-
You can kind of
Oh,
see
dude.
the.
Okay. See, I was
Coleslaw,
expecting
I
the animal,
No. I said
and I was trying to figure out what the hell that was.
It
I
does
know
look
there's-
good. What's on that?
That
It's
does look pretty good.
They also have a breakfast version where all of this, like, I don't know if that's cabbage
Is that
or
coleslaw?
coleslaw or something.
Probably
is,
coleslaw.
Eggs instead. So
That would be way better.
Oh, here we go. Is roasted pork, grilled pork sausage, peppercorn sauce, and slaw
No,
all wrapped
no,
in pizza.
Joey,
bread.
I didn't want to know what was actually in it. I wanted to know what the animal was supposed to be.
A Ronto.
Yeah, but what is that?
It's a Ronto.
Isn't that the thing that the Mandalorian fights in the first thing that the stamps on is
I thought it's a
Armor?
rancor.
Yeah,
no, it wasn't a Rancor. It was
I
like a
know.
weird thing.
Ronto. Oh, the Rontos are the things that Jawas ride.
Oh,
And,
that makes
Force
a whole
Awakens.
lot more
Or
sense.
Not Force
A New
Awakens.
Hope.
A New Hope. Thank you. Those.
That makes a whole lot of sense, actually.
The big burly things?
Yeah.
Big hairy burly?
Yeah,
The Tuskers also ride those.
I mean, imagine slow roasting one of those, though, like, or having having one in a smoker for like 16 days.
that thing right there.
Oh,
That's a
that
Ronto.
thing, not the. Okay, I was thinking the big furry, like mammoth looking thing.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah.
Alright.
So that thing.
That's neat.
No, I don't want that.
Oh,
Anyway.
All right. Okay. All right.
Cool. There you
Any
go.
other-
Yeah, this is a very show and tell episode of
Yeah, head
Sorry,
over to our.
dude.
This is actually designed for you to just go over to our YouTube, give us a like and a subscribe, and hit that gosh darn bell for notifications while you're at it. Ron.
Yeah.
Any other notes?
no, actually, we covered all of my notes, unless we're giving out participation trophies. There's some. I wrote down participation trophy because apparently somebody at some point in time had made some comment about giving out participation trophies.
Yeah,
And
it felt weird and out of nowhere.
yeah.
Now that you say that, yeah, it was
I don't
like,
remember that.
yeah, if we're done giving out participation trophies and something else, it was like a weird one-off comment, and I was just like,
It was definitely some boomer humor.
yeah, there was a part of me that was like, wow, what a weird like woke agenda joke for Star Wars. I mean, Disney, the people who are like all about participation trophies with those fucking pins, but whatever. You guys know about the pins?
Disney pins.
Yeah.
Like
Shout out to
Explain
my
it.
shout out to my ex who used to live in Florida.
how you can trade them.
Yeah, regularly would go to Disney. Was like a adult Disney influencer for it.
I'm not an influencer, but I go to Disney all the time.
Yeah, but like would go and like shoot content and like get all the pins and then proceeded with, like, and then needed to sell them all off because she was broke. But shout out to her. The weird episode. Sorry, it's a lot of weird PTSD coming back.
I can see it in the little flashbacks in your eyes, man.
Yeah. Well, it's been a while since I've had sex too, so it's like,
He's like, but was that ex that bad, really? Oh.
yeah, she was actually. Yeah, she was pretty not.
All right.
Yeah.
Anyway.
moving on.
So Poe in this, What? What?
Yeah.
Like, I don't understand the whole crying thing, and
He was happy.
Boomer
Life Day.
humor.
like, no, I mean, I don't understand why he was like, "Oh yeah, generals don't cry," and blah 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 blah, and like trying
No.
to be like, because Poe
Boomer
didn't.
humor.
I guess so. I was like, because
Yeah.
Poe didn't come off as like the toxic masculinity kind of man.
The emotional one of the group. Yeah.
No, like I could see him being the emotional one. I
No, he
don't
was
see him
very
being one to hide
emotionally
his
driven
feelings.
in all of those movies. That was
Yeah,
the problem.
I just don't know why he was like
that's
trying to
fair.
hide his feelings.
I don't know.
Also, how the when Ray opens the portal without the uh
Key.
yeah
Sling
the
ring?
key, the sling ring, yeah, how does that one happen?
Force magic. Well, she uses all the crystals in the.
Apparently, there was like crystals just embedded into the
Yeah.
rocks.
So she just used all the crystals and kind of did it that way.
Gotcha.
That's all it was. It was just like
A bunch of crystals,
taped
yeah.
together. Yeah. So
Yeah, because then she like could open portals, and when she jumped through, the crystals would like come with her or something. It didn't make a lot of sense. But...
well, she got the other crystal back.
is that what she did?
Yeah, the key. She got the key back because they had the big ass fight for it, and
then she used it
Yeah.
to send Ben back, and then everybody else.
Yeah, okay, I do remember that now.
Or sorry, Kylo. Which is another like in my head, you would think when young Luke gets dragged into the Death Star and sees Kylo, and he yells at him, and he's like, "I don't know who, like, talk to me. I've never met you before." And then Return of the Jedi Luke sees him, and he says, "Kid, I've never seen you before. I've never met you."
Yeah, very Thanos moment of you've ruined my life. And he's like, I don't even know who you are, but
Yeah.
okay, yeah.
for me, it was a Tuesday.
Yeah, but it's just kind of in my head, and maybe it's because of Terminator Zero. It just like solidifies that she's pulling all of these people from different timelines.
Yeah, they're
she
not
for
from
sure
the
fucked up everything.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah. So, well, okay. So, but like Joey said, though, she wouldn't have been able to pull them from the canonical timeline. They would have come from alternate timelines because she fucked them up.
yeah, because
as soon as she sent them back, it would have changed the whole story.
Yeah, that. But also, like, there's a moment when they've got the pod racers and going through everything, and you got Anakin and Obi-Wan hanging off of Anakin's pod racer, and then Darth Vader shows up, and he's like, he at no point is he like, I can't remember this. It was weird then too, like something like that. But I don't know.
I mean, there is that one part where Darth Vader fights himself,
which that was kind of fun.
That was a little masturbatory.
That should have been the moment where the current Darth Vader, instead of chasing after Rey, kicks his old one in and be like, all right, so I'm going to fix this so I don't, like, so that the Emperor will love me this time or something. I don't know. Could be easily done.
Yeah. I did like that, though. That was a good joke, too.
It was pretty fun.
Yeah.
My only other note is I have no idea why the Porgs were mad at Finn at the very beginning. Like the one gives him like the evil eye, like looking at. I don't know why.
I don't know.
He was cooking tip yip.
Yeah, why didn't he just cook those up as appetizers?
Well, because Chewie did it in the last movie, and they weren't too happy about it.
Yeah.
So they were mad at Chewie and not Finn.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, what I'm saying is, why didn't he just cook them up also? Then they wouldn't have been mad at all. They'd have been dead and eaten.
Oh, he would have to catch them, and he couldn't because they're mad.
That's true. That's true. Got you there.
I don't think they run faster than a blaster. Just saying.
It is interesting that young Han is on the poster for this, but young Han's like barely in this.
Like 10 seconds of it, yeah.
I mean, a lot of them. I was trying to. Oh, I threw away. Yeah. I don't know.
It's because it came out in 2020 when Solo is like, relevant.
But
because Solo came out in 2018, right?
Yeah, and Rise of Skywalker came out in 2019.
Yeah,
But
So it
everybody
would've
hated
been-
Solo though. Like they famously did not like Solo.
Chuck liked Solo.
I like Solo too.
I like
but,
Solo a lot, actually.
but like the
Obviously, he hasn't had
general
sex in a long
public-
time. Sorry,
All right.
Chuck.
Got him.
All right. Got me there. All right.
Okay.
I was hoping for a spit take while he was drinking, but you know. But instead of him finding it funny, he just found it depressing.
All right. No, it's a good joke. Good joke, Ron. Got me. Oh, burn. Sick burn. Sick burn. Turley doesn't get laid. Head over to patreon.com.
Oh my god, wait, are you writing a prostitute now?
It doesn't matter what we do with the money. Just
What money? We don't get paid.
Listen, go follow us, okay? More importantly, just send us money so we can get Chuck laid one way or another.
yeah.
Tell you what,
Take
reach
your
out-
301 and Venmo us. Set up a monthly Venmo payment of 301 to
Yeah, reach
the
out to me.
comic
I can
rundown
get you my
Venmo.
PayPal and actually do it that way, or even my Venmo, because then we'll actually get paid and we can just bypass Tim. And then I will personally send you Patreon content because fuck knows if it's actually going up on there. Anyway,
Got him.
what? I got
Oh, sorry. Joey was thinking about my exes again. Sorry, everybody.
so it's hard to count kills in Lego because
Oh, is it, Joey? Is it hard? I don't think so.
I mean the one that I thought like when
It was
Vader,
half hard for Chuck for most of the movie, but
True.
when Vader like
It's so
chokes out
sexy for no
the-
reason. I just don't get it.
the one snowtrooper on Hoth, like he's not actually dead because they actually like kick him and he stands back up. So like I don't know, I got like 10 maybe.
I'm just gonna put 10 with a question mark.
First
Because there was
off, like 10, like at least 10 tip yips get roasted in this movie. That
but we
counts.
don't see them. We just see the
We see the
we
carcasses.
see the after product of them being cooked.
I think them getting ripped apart. If droids count, I think getting
Yes, but we actually
carcass
see
ripped apart.
droids being shot and destroyed. We don't see the tip yip getting killed.
No, I'm just saying. Technically, one.
No,
Yeah, Palpatine.
one tip yip.
No, Palpatine.
Yeah,
Those is-
Palpatine does die.
He does-
We've got the two TIE fighters that normally die in Return of the New Hope.
New Hope.
You got the Death Star. You got Palpatine. You got Snoke. You got who else was there?
if they open
There's
a
some more.
portal, opened a portal on one of the Star Destroyers, what happens?
What do you mean?
Like
Like
anything below that portal would just totally be fine. The portal only 2-dimensional, essentially.
Yeah.
yeah.
All right,
I mean, because
I didn't know. How does that work in space? How does like a vacuum go through the portal and create an a vacuumish thing on the other side?
I mean, it must have because there were times when like BB-8 and Rey got sucked in, like they would jump in front of it and then be sucked in.
True. But also, if there is a portal open between two places, and the pressure in one place was higher than the pressure in the other, which in a spaceship, the pressure would have to be pretty high to keep it from, collapsing in on itself, right?
In theory, yeah.
Okay. So that means as soon as she opened the portal into any kind of spaceship or space station, she would have altered the air pressure and crushed them.
Not if it's just a little area. Like she'd have to have.
Do me a favor, Joey. Blow up a balloon, okay?
Okay.
And then poke a little hole in it
Yeah, I'll
and
go
see
get
how
my
long
balloon
it.
that's just sitting over here.
I knew it. I fucking knew it.
It's called a condom. Just kidding. I don't use those.
What the fuck are we talking
I don't
about?
know.
what?
Ron
off,
Big
Joey,
F.
We all know that condoms are indestructible anyway, so what's the point? right?
Yeah, tell that to Charlie. We have not you, Charlie. My
I'm right
Charlie.
here. I'm right here.
We've
What
got
are
a
you
dying.
saying, Ron? Are you saying that condoms are not indestructible?
I'm telling you that my oldest child was born through a indestructible condom, and they are definitely destructible.
Isn't I think
I'm gonna have
I've
to make
already
a few calls. Okay, all right.
I see. There's that one show with Blue Mountain State, the football
the
TV
Oh,
show from.
where she like poked holes in the
Yeah,
condom or
like
whatever.
I see that one pop up every once in a while. That clip, and I just laugh at that because it's funny.
Anyways, bingo. We've got dying mentor, government interference, a training montage because technically everything is her learning something, so therefore she's training.
Yeah,
Um,
I'll take it.
We have a cameo because Chewie's family showing up is a cameo because they're only there for the one scene.
Yeah, like that.
We have like 4 villain monologues. Unexplainable science. Hero kills because you can't tell me in all the times that she opened and closed those portals somebody did not die.
Well, we also see Luke destroy Death Star. So
That's true. And then we have fight for control of something.
yeah.
Yeah, she almost causes the whole thing to like not happen because she like teleports at one point into Luke's lap in the X-wing,
Yeah.
and it's like, get the fuck out of here.
I
What are you
mean,
doing?
technically, when she teleported back to the pod race and
Yeah, that's true too.
took them out of Tatooine, kind of disrupted the whole future.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like I said, alternate
they were
timeline.
almost like, this is not pod racing. Could have
Yeah.
been awful.
Chuck
It was
Spawn
still-
Cape.
I don't. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. This looked okay for Lego CGI. I mean, in comparison to like the older movies, I think this looks pretty good. So I don't know, 1 out of 2 million. I don't know. I think it looks nice.
And somebody who had a bad feeling.
Nobody had a bad feeling, but Ray actually had the good feeling.
Ooh.
Yeah.
It's kind of messed up that you didn't throw I got a bad feeling about this.
I was wondering if BB-8 said it when they first got to that temple, because she said something along the lines of like I don't remember exactly what she said.
She said you
But-
could say that again, and then he does say it again.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I did love that too. One of my favorite jokes ever is when somebody repeats the thing. They're like, "You can say that again." Yeah, I do enjoy that joke, and it was a robot, and that was also really funny because like the robot is literally just doing a command essentially. Doesn't even know it's being funny. That's good stuff.
It's great.
That's why I think
Alrighty.
I secretly like C-3PO because a lot of his humor is like not intentional.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like, don't-
I think
like-
it's-
Don't tell the odds or
yeah.
where are the odds of this happening or something like that. And he actually says the odds. It's like, no, I don't want to know. Stop it.
Yeah. Yeah, I do enjoy that.
I never understood why a protocol droid would know that kind of stuff, though, or be able to compute that kind of stuff.
Well, I think he was more than a protocol droid. He said
There's,
he was a protocol droid, but
Human
Well,
cyborg relations, actually.
Human cyborg relations. I mean, he's essentially I mean, that's just calculations. It's just a calculator. He's a robot.
Wow, Chuck, could you be any more racist? Oh, every robot's just a calculator.
Every robot is a calculator, though. It's like frogs and toads. Okay.
but there's every calculator a robot.
No, not every calculator is a robot, but every robot does have a calculator.
But every calculator has boobs.
Oh,
That's true.
shit. And they're hot.
So, Chuck, what'd you give this? What was your score?
Flat, square and flat. I like it. All right. Is this a Star Wars movie? It is literally all of the Star Wars movies at one point. But like, I thought this was fun. It's a fun holiday thing. I didn't go into it taking it seriously. I was kind of like avoiding it for a while because I was like, I don't want to watch this. And then I had a really good time with it. And my nephew and nieces had a great time with it. And I realized that It doesn't hurt anybody. It's silly. There's some really good humor with Palpatine and Vader that I thoroughly enjoyed. Like that would be the part that I would look forward to when I watch this inevitably again.
Yeah.
Um,
Like I said, watch some of the other ones, and you'll get some more good Palpatine and Vader.
I do
Backlog.
like that. I do like that. I don't, I had a really good time. 758. I'd watch this again. It was a good
Yeah,
time.
maybe next holiday season.
Still
Promise?
in the holiday season,
Well,
technically.
for us.
Right? Remember.
Well,
Yeah.
technically, this is Life Day, and Life Day is in November. And actually, so Life Day is November 17th, which is also the day my mom died. So it actually makes her very bad at Life Day. So
She couldn't be good at everything, Joey. Okay,
Oh shit! All right, wasn't expecting that joke, but that was a good one. Fuck.
that was good.
Rob, what you got?
Hold on. I also enjoyed this.
Well-
I enjoy Lego movies, though. Specifically, Lego has like funny, dumb humor,
Mm-hmm.
and they take serious characters and make them not serious in the best ways possible.
Arguably, one of the best Batmans is Lego Batman.
100%.
Yeah.
100%. But like, I mean, even like the Lego video games that they have
They're fun. They're
they're great and they're hilarious and they have these
And
funny
they've only
little
gotten
things.
better. Like the Lego Star Wars was some of the first. Lego Star Wars and Lego Batman were some of the first ones, and they have improved on those games to the point now where they're just so much in there. You
The
can play those
first
games
one I
for
played was
days.
the Lego Indiana Jones,
That one's a good one.
and that was a whole lot of fun. And there was a bunch of like, just because of how Legos break and stuff like that, like there were just humorous parts, like when people would die but I enjoyed it. I enjoyed watching this.
Mhm.
I would watch it again. I'm not saying that like it's on the top of my list of things to watch again,
Sure.
but if somebody was like, "Oh, I've never seen this," I'd be like, "Oh, I'm sitting down and watching this with you," because it'd be even more fun with somebody else. I'm going to give this a 6.67. Joey?
6.67. I've seen this before. I saw it like when it was released. I've watched it. I'm not saying I watch it every year, but I think I actually have to watch
Wait,
it.
stop. You watch the Star Wars Holiday Special every year, but you wouldn't watch this every year.
I watch the Star Wars Holiday Special with friends, and we make fun of it. That was documented on the podcast.
Have you shown them this one so you guys can maybe enjoy watching something while you make fun of it? It's only 45 minutes, man. Might as well, right?
I think the better question is, Joey, what are you more inclined to fuck to? Because as we all know, you only fuck to Star Wars. Are you more inclined to fuck to the Star Wars special with your friends, or this movie?
That's a whole new meaning to Life Day right there.
According to me, this movie, the sexiest movie of all the Star Wars movies.
I guess I should watch this one and fuck to this one because you find all the
they're attractive. Sue me. You know we don't game around here, all right, everybody.
We don't.
What's wrong with liking a square flat woman?
You know what it is. Here's what it is. I think because you see the Lego guys and they look like Lego figures, but the female characters, they've got the waist. There's a waist on all of them.
Maybe that's what it is. It's the hips.
I think it's like subconsciously it's what gets you.
I think it's the painted on cleavage I wasn't expecting actually, but
could be that too.
Probably. I'm just like, wow, that's some cleavage.
But anyway, no. So I enjoy this one. It's one that I've watched a few different times, and like I said, the Lego Star Wars movies are all fun. Lego anything is all fun. We just said that. I gave this one a 7.89. It was a blast. It's one that I watch from time to time. Which gives us a combined score of 7.38, which puts it in at number 27, just behind Willow at a 7.4. And just above Spider-Man 2 at a 7.35.
Nice.
So yeah, there we go. We're just gonna not say anything. Okay, cool. Yeah, cool.
I said okay, cool.
Yeah, I mean, you guys usually keep on talking as I input
So,
it into the board.
That's
So
fair. Chuck, where can they find you at?
Sorry, I was thinking about Lego boobs. You can find me on Instagram and new year, new me. Instagram, TikTok. Actually, I'm not really on TikTok anymore, and at this rate, it's probably gonna get banned from the United States anyway. So what's the point? You can find me on Instagram, Kicked Out of the Hood, No Ian Kicked, and you can find my hobby page, Kicked Out of the Hobby, No Ian Kicked. And you can find our show Getting Franchised, Joey and I, which we'll have an announcement about that after this plug. Where we review the latest and greatest of all Hollywood franchise movies. We've done a couple of them so far. We've done Hellraiser, where we watched the original and we watched the Hulu remake, and Child's Play, the original and the 2019 remake. And we are about to record at time of recording Evil Dead and the Evil Dead remake. So I'm excited for that.
yeah, same.
Nice.
Yeah, I haven't
Same,
watched
same,
it yet.
same.
I kind of have to do that.
Neither have I. You know,
Yeah.
we even pushed it back a week, so we're like,
I know
oh,
we
can
pushed it
watch
back
all
a
of
week.
them. And
Yeah.
then I got stupid busy. I had to watch Arcane all week because I'm covering that on my other show.
Do you find that you retain and enjoy it when you have to binge it for like this stuff like this?
So I try to watch. My enjoyment level is watching it quickly, especially the first time. So my enjoyment isn't as much there, especially when I'm binging it the first time around, and then I rewatch it to take notes. So I'm essentially watching it twice, if not 3 times, depending on the show. So
Joey's a madman.
yeah.
Do you spend time with your family and friends? Like, it just sounds like all you do is watch content for podcasts. Go listen to all of Joey's podcasts to make it worth it. All right.
I
Good Lord.
schedule, like I just actually had friends over last night, so like I schedule things in advance.
Did you make them watch with you?
No.
Have you done that? Oh my god, have you done that? Have you like scheduled a hangout time with friends and family, but then like you worked in having to watch something for the podcast in the process?
Well, so
It's called father-daughter time, Chuck, okay? Mind your business.
I did hang out with Emily, and we watched the Child's Play remake together. So,
Okay.
Kinda, yeah.
Yeah, kinda, yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Anyway, Ron, where can they find you?
You can find me on Instagram and TikTok at Good at This Game. You can find my art on Instagram at Good Art This Game. Hopefully, sometime soon you can find more
Oh yeah, I forgot to do that.
T-shirts in the shirts in the shop.
Yeah, sorry. I'll get that.
I've sent them at least 3 now, so it's
Yes.
not on me.
It's not. It's not. I will get the. I meant to do
It's
this
all
weekend, but again,
it's actually all Tim's fault.
Not wrong.
Once I hit stop, we will talk about that. Anyway,
Whoops. Anyways,
no,
Joey, where can they find you?
Kidding. You guys can find the show on Instagram and Threads and Blue Sky at Comic Book Rundown. You can email us comicbookrundown@gmail.com. Rate and review us on your podcast you have a choice. If you do, we'll read it on an upcoming episode. We've got merch over on Redbubble and TeePublic, and our song was done by the father formerly known as Cam. I know that's not right.
Dr. Father.
The incredible edible Cam.
There we go. Sure, we're going with all that.
The doctorly fatherly Cam.
So yeah, I mean, end of the year. What so yes, this is the end of the year. What was one movie this year you guys enjoyed watching?
Oh. I
probably should have brought this up before, but
there were actually a lot of movies I enjoyed watching. I obviously enjoyed what are like my top 5 movies. Obviously those were the ones I enjoyed the most.
Sure.
Surprisingly enough, I enjoyed the Star Wars movie that we just watched, the Lego Star Wars. I don't know. Oh, you know what? Dick Tracy. I was really surprised with how good that was.
Yeah, I think Dick
That was a good
Tracy's
one.
way up there for me as well. Wasn't expecting that. I would say this year was better than last year for like run of movies in general. I mean, like especially when I came on, because I think I came in halfway through the year before.
You came in toward the end of the year, I believe, like maybe like August,
Yeah.
September, something like
Yeah,
that.
something like that.
But that's
So yeah,
also
this is
when
like
we were
my
just doing it every other week too. And now that
true
we did a full year of it.
a full run. Yeah, crazy burn. I would say Dick Tracy was definitely up there. What else did I like?
Um,
Oh,
I
we
know-
watched Street Fighter. Street Fighter was on.
Street Fighter,
Yeah.
those are
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah, that was a good. That
Um,
was a really good.
that
I
was-
mean, I
you
love
know,
that movie. So
That was a movie I've never seen. Really enjoyed that one. Dick Tracy is a movie I hadn't seen forever, which rewatching it was great. The Alien, both Alien and Aliens, I had never seen those, and I enjoyed both of those.
yeah, I was disappointed in Alien 3, but I'm glad. Like the nice thing about this show is I am watching movies that I've always wanted to watch, but can never convince myself to do it.
Exactly. Same. I've
So-
always wanted to see the Alien franchise.
Yeah, so
Never
that
got
was
around to it.
nice. It's nice to have that excuse to go watch something. It's like, well, I gotta watch it for the show. So
Yeah.
yeah,
You know,
I think Dick Tracy is kind of the thing that stands out the most for me.
I think because we all
rewatching the
enjoyed
original
it.
Ninja Turtles again. Like I hadn't realized how long it had been since I've watched that,
Sure.
and that was kind of a pleasant.
That was soul crushing for me because I really thought I was going to get my nephew into it, and he could not care less. But it was interesting, kind of going back and rewatching that.
Oh, the Toxic Avengers movies, man.
those
yeah,
are great.
all right. Yeah,
those were, I wouldn't call them great, but they were something.
they were.
You know, finally watching Superman Returns, it wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be.
Yeah,
I mean, it wasn't great, but like, it still wasn't bad. Like,
Yeah.
I was still kind of surprised with the fact that it wasn't terrible.
it was nice to get a confirmation of how terrible I think some movies were, like Ghostbusters.
Yeah, sure.
Rewatching that and being like, yeah, no, I don't get why anybody fucking likes this movie. That was nice.
Popeye was a slog. Like that one was one that.
Oh, I mean,
There was
I
one I'm like, oh,
I will still regularly reference that and then tell people to go watch it. And nobody ever
Because you're a
does.
monster.
Yeah, well, you know.
I enjoyed watching Stardust again. I know you guys didn't really like. Well, Chuck didn't really like it all that
I really
much, but
enjoyed it. First time watching it, I thought it was great.
I had a good time watching it.
I did not enjoy that as much, but
Yeah.
I did enjoy it. It was all right.
Well, fun. I mean, we watched a lot of great movies. We watched a few crappers.
You know, I also liked watching Solo and Rogue One just so I could shit on it for you guys.
Yeah, that's yeah. We
that
appreciate
did bring a little joy to my heart.
Yeah.
finally
That's-
I finally got to watch Willow, so you can get off my back on watching that. So
That's
yeah.
true. Yeah.
I did enjoy shitting on Willow. That was a lot of fun for me, actually.
See, what did I tell you?
Conan, the Conan movies, those are.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, it was kind of nice to kind of revisit them and have my nostalgia
Not
ruined.
this year, or that last. That might have been last year.
Yeah, there is a part of me that's kind
I
of
think Conan was last year.
Okay. Anyway,
to finally kind of rewatch all of the Star Wars movies. So like, there's a part of me that it's interesting especially after watching this holiday thing and having this year run of the Star Wars movies and stuff. I think I'm done with Star Wars for a while. Like,
sure.
Same. Absolute same.
I love Star Wars. Star Wars is a very intricate part of my upbringing. Star Wars is the reason why I got into sci-fi fantasy. But I just rewatching them all over again. I was just like, yeah, I don't think I have to like this nearly as much as I do anymore. I think I can like the kid, like my inner child loving it so much, but I specifically don't need to love this as much as I do anymore.
That's fair.
And I don't need to force myself to watch all the extra content.
Yeah.
that
Well,
Disney
say,
puts
like
out.
you could. At this point, you can like pick and choose which ones you want to watch. Like, I know
Right.
Andor 2 is coming out next year. Andor season 2 is coming out next year. I'm
And-
looking forward to that.
You would think I would love Andor. I can't. I have tried to watch the first episode like 3 times, and it just won't catch my attention.
Oh, really?
I liked Andor more than I liked Rogue One.
I know, and that's what everybody said. They're like, Andor's really good. I'm surprised you do, like, because it's
Yeah.
everything you love. It has no Jedi in it. Like, that's what makes it really good. And I'm like, yeah, you would think, but I can't get past the first episode for whatever reason. It just
I mean,
doesn't
that's
catch
how I
my
was with The
attention.
Mandalorian for the longest time. I watched the first episode and I'm just like, this is okay, I guess. And then I ended up watching it again when I was bored one day, and I was like, it's not too bad. And then it gets pretty good, for the first season. And second season wasn't terrible, but it just kind of took a nosedive after that. You know what I'm surprised neither one of you's brought up though? Terminator 2 Judgment Day.
Yeah, but like that's a good movie.
Sure, but like you're talking about movies we enjoyed watching this year.
Yeah,
Well,
fair.
but to be fair, much like when I try to do my top 5, I always forget that movie. It is like my favorite, most forgettable movie.
Interesting.
I don't know what it is about it.
I also like the fact that you guys had to watch Buffy the Vampire Slayer, because I think that movie's great and it's
You know what?
hilarious.
I enjoyed
And,
that, like for the first time ever watching it.
It was all right.
I mean, I know I gave it a middling grade, but I still enjoyed it. For the
I
most
think
part.
I think the more I watch it, the funnier it's going to
Exactly.
be. to me.
No, that's
Yeah,
exactly
me too.
okay. See,
Yeah.
I've seen that movie enough times where, to me, it's hilarious.
Yeah, it's
But-
it's
Again,
definitely
Paul Rubens dying, his character dying over and over was great. That I
was
love
very
that.
funny. That
Not
was
just
very
Paul
funny.
Rubens being Paul Rubens. So
It's kind of the Forgetting Sarah Marshall for me of movies, which is I think Forgetting Sarah Marshall was funny when I first watched it, but then I for some reason had to keep watching it with people, and then it started getting very funny to me to the point where I was just like watching it all the time because I thought it was a really funny movie.
Okay.
So related to that, Get Him to the Greek, okay movie, not a great
It's
movie,
fun.
but an okay movie. But the songs are fucking bangers. Like, they are stupid
All
funny
right.
and they are great. Anyways, Joey, what's our next
all right.
movie?
So, gentlemen, our next movie. I was talking about good movies and bad movies earlier. This might be in the bad section. I'm not sure. Never
That's
seen
what I like
it.
to hear.
It's called Dr. Mordred from 1992.
Could you
You're
spell that?
I'm going to read you guys the synopsis. It's Mordrid. It's on Amazon Prime. So there you go. Here's the synopsis. They are two beings from another dimension, two sorcerers with immeasurable powers. One has sworn to destroy the earth, the other has vowed to protect it. Bound by hate and a mystical amulet that holds the powers of life and death, the immortal wizards will meet for the last time. Now their battle takes on majestic proportions as Mordred and Cabal begin their final conflict. This was a Doctor Strange script that got tossed out. So somebody took it, reworked names. So
It was a Doctor Strange movie.
I think it was a supposed to be like a new either series or a movie.
What year did this come out?
1992. So I think
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. I'll have
It
to
was
double
you know
check.
what happened? I'll tell you what happened. What happened was Captain America happened, and then they're like, "Fuck
Honestly,
this! We're not doing any
probably.
more Marvel movies."
Probably because that
Dr.
1990 Captain
Mordred.
America movie was
Garbage.
Yeah.
Hot garbage.
Okay.
Dr. Mordred. It's over on Prime.
Do I have to pay for it?
This could be fun. No, it's free.
Sweet.
It was until Joey just brought that up.
Look,
I know. Actually, I need to watch it like today because probably tomorrow it's gonna
You
no
got a
longer be
week.
free.
You have a week before the end of the month. It's fine.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see.
But it's also on like Pluto TV and Freevee, and so it's
Oh
a fun-
fuck
out there.
Pluto! If it's on Pluto, I'm not watching it. I can't put myself through that again.
Can't do the
No,
35 minutes of commercials for
Every
a half
10
an hour
minutes.
show.
That's
Yeah.
fair. That's fair. But all right, gentlemen, that's it. That's a wrap for 2024.
It was good to hear, guys.
Thank you to Jordan for coming on. Thanks to Colin
Well,
for coming on.
Slow down.
Thanks to whoever else came on.
Yeah,
that
thank
don't
you all
remember.
you guys for coming. We appreciate it. On the show.
Over
Sure.
and over and over again. Just
We love it when people come on the show. One
Joey
might call it
always
a
comes to the
tribute.
show. So thank you, Joey, for always coming. Ronald, thanks for being only half.
Chuck,
drunk
thanks
most of the
for being in here for a whole year. Yeah.
Yeah, thanks
Yeah.
for watching
Yeah.
Star Wars with half a chub.
Yeah, the special guest that never goes home. That's how I like to view it.
Well, we like having you here, bub.
We do. You are part of the show now. You can't leave.
So we are. Are we making announcements or no? Are we leaving that for next week?
We'll talk off mic about that one.
We'll start the new year off
what
with a
about
bang.
our schedule? What about our schedule specifically? Are we going back to comics or are we sticking to?
Oh, that stuff.
Yeah.
So I haven't actually figured that out yet.
Oh well,
Surprise
you know what?
for the next show.
Yeah, surprise
Yeah.
for the next show. Officially, will be in 2024. No, 2025.
Yeah.
Yo, okay, so I have to do batch coding at my job, like with a printing thing to put on the bottom of cups.
Yeah.
But I have the Best By date, and I constantly forget. Like it's a year from the date that I process it, and I constantly get to fucking put 2025. And so I'll start scanning stuff and realize I am just putting today's date on it. And
You
then
have
I
to go
have to,
back
like,
and-
with my nail, try to scratch it off the cups and then redo it.
Nice.
That sucks.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah. It's, yeah. I get in
All
a lot
right.
of trouble.
Thank you all for
Anyway,
listening. We will catch you all next time.
hey, bye. See you later, everyone.
No Scooby Doo for the last one.
I said Scoobs. Doobs. Doop doobs. Scoobs. And hot Lego girls.
To